G'day, VDubs here, and how you doing? Welcome to the channel, and in today's video we are cutting a new key and then getting it programmed for a new shaped VW. In the previous video, I told you that this key doesn't work, and so if you open these keys, just pop a screwdriver in like that, give it a little twist. Oh. So this is the key for the car and the remote. And if you actually open our remote, there's nothing in it. So that's probably the reason why when you push the buttons, nothing happens, because it's empty. So I can only assume that this is a spare key that VW give you that doesn't have all the electronics inside for if you ever just need to get into your car. So I went to Volkswagen and they said to me, this key has to be cut in Germany and can only be done in Germany. It'll take 3 weeks and cost me $500. They then said the remote like this is about $250 and another $200 to program it. So all up, if I wanted to replace my VW key with a working one, it was going to cost me just under $1,000, 960 odd. So that seemed a bit excessive to me. So I looked around for some locksmiths and found Chris. I'll put his link in below to his website, company's website, and he was able to sort me out. All right, so we've got Chris here. Hey. He's going to sort out a key, because as I've said before,
key for the VW today.
Yeah. So so you got a whole lot there.
Yeah. So the colour that we use here, the Futura, and then we just decode the cuts of the key.
Right.
And which is a bit of a slow process, but it gets there. And then cut a spare one from that.
What is that? Is that a blank you've got there?
Yes, it's the blanks that we'll end up using to cut the new key onto.
Okay.
And we'll first just figure out what the cuts are for this key.
So you've got a VW of your own. What have you got?
I do. I got a 1970 Beetle.
Okay.
So one of three of the ones I've owned over the previous few years.
Okay.
Me and my mate did Shitbox Rally in a 1970 soft top.
Okay.
And without the soft top. So
love it.
We bought it. We said if it runs, we'll buy it. And then we got it home, and as with most VWs, it was full of rust. Yeah. And then so we took my mate for a test drive in it, and then he said, "Oh, the passenger seat's moving a bit." And then we looked down and we realised that the passenger seat was just floating there, and there was a dinner plate size hole of rust in the floor pan. So we had to do a bit of welding there, and nothing uncommon for a VW, for a floor pan to be rusted. But yeah, then managed to do a couple of strengthening repairs on it, and made it 4,200 Ks from Brisbane to Darwin.
That's like a mini CNC machine, is it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just mills out the cut in the middle. So at the moment we've just got the little decoding gauge in there.
Okay. I was told by Volkswagen that I had to get it from Germany, and it would take 3 weeks to get it, and you've got to send the VIN number of the car there.
Yeah.
For $500.
We're not using the genuine Volkswagen tools, but
Well, as long as it works, it works.
yeah, that's right.
Now there's pressure, mate. It better work.
Well, it's a nice key without too much wear on it, so
Okay.
it's probably decoded quite well. Coding gauge out the way, and then compare that to the original, make sure it's the same,
Okay.
and then cut the other side. Excellent. And then we'll decode the computer chip. Go back to the car to do that.
Oh, okay. All right. So now you've got the code.
Now we've got the code, so that
The
by
new
doing
key.
the turning the key on the ignition, it's just getting a data between the car and the key,
Yep.
and then we upload that, and thankfully there's not many people in the queue, so in about 3 minutes time
We'll have it.
we'll have the code and make a copy of that one.
Excellent.
In the meantime, we'll put this into a key.
So that's just downloading the.
That's
Codes now into
the
that
soft,
chip.
yeah, the software that basically now turns this blank circuit board into a circuit board that is for that particular model of car,
Yep.
and then we do the final programming by plugging into the OBD port on the car.
Okay.
And copy the chip.
Copy succeed.
Is that the fancy little bit that makes it work?
Well, that's what it was, the difference between the car starting and not starting.
Wow.
So, in some cars, they have like plastic shells instead of flip keys, and they don't glue these chips in. So then, if somebody drops their key and it splits open,
Oh, wow,
that
okay.
just falls out and people lose it, and then they put all their key back together, and then they wonder why the car won't start.
Wow.
Yeah. So we just stick a bit of blue tack around it so that if that did happen, it isn't going to accidentally fall out.
Oh, I see. It's just loose in the holder. It's not actually.
Yeah, it's not, doesn't sit in a holder or anything like that. Yeah. Okay.
done?
Almost. Now we'll program
Oh,
it.
sorry, yes, you said.
Key that works, that starts the car. We better get it to program the remote in, so you'll turn the car on and do the remote programming.
Alright. So having the right tools, eh?
It's all about the right tools.
So I can't just do it as YouTube says by turning it in the door lock.
Look, there are some models that say that. Personally, I've never had much luck with programming it manually, but I'm sure there's a knack to it, and maybe I'm just not doing it correctly. But this is the sure method that hasn't let us down just yet.
Yeah, sounds good.
Moment of truth. There we go.
Excellent. Fantastic. And
And the most important, does the wife
for the
stop
wife,
and go
yes.
in
Oh, look at that. Mate,
be
you're a
happy.
hero. Job done. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and God bless. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave me any comments.